I spun around and took off in her direction.
Is that a transmitter?
Transmitter?
Let's see. Phone home, huh?
What? Are we actually on a fucking planet that isn't Earth?
Bet free souls anxious from you.
Well, free souls, there it is.
How do you know?
I know everything about you. So you're the Myrmidons.
Right. Yeah, no, I figured that out from the secret files. The transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
Excuse me? Number 0?
The hell are you, man?
I'm no man.
I mean, accurate.
How the hell can you fracture books right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code? Hey, what are you... Stop!
Shit! That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were. Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. I clambered up to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. The suited figure I slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Fuck you, Dio! Dio. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out. Good. Fuck him.
Thanks. That was a close one.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
You heard, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
Where the hell did he get it?
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
Where would he hide a briefcase on his person? It's big and bulky. We would have seen it. Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before?
Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hit the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Snuck in? I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper part, with a bunch of numbers that looked like... well, like nothing. What the heck is this? 78153 61098 83809 42419 90551. I'm gonna write that down because I will forget that. I can guarantee you I'll forget it. Okay, I'm back. I've written that down. And you know, a thought occurred to me? If we didn't have the key to Kay's suit, or more accurately, when Kay left on his own and didn't have the key to his suit, he wouldn't have been able to get the hazmat suit on, and he would have just died when he came outside, probably, from Radical 6. So, I mean, I guess he got what was coming to him. Is that some kind of phone number?
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits.
What is it, then? Coordinates? Maybe?
Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with.
I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. Having fun there, Dio? What's so funny?
Sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
What, your key?
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
Ah. None of what he was saying made... Fuck. None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Who were you trying to call with this thing?
What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Good? Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. You probably never heard of it. But there might be a few people out there who've heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of the free soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world the free soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. I know I would. Also cultists. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built, after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleanse the filth from the dying planet. Well, only a handful of people really become saints. Not even all the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of the free soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. Returning from this mission would secure my position. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand, but you could say the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body to cleanse it. Those who follow his teachings, with discipline and devotion, will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality, in a world without war or starvation. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father, and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left, who had one of the most unfortunate names of all time. They say Brother had a special power, and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. Question, is Brother's real name Right? Because Left and Right sounds like really shitty names to give people. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death to be a suicide. Later, Brother would find out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. He burned with rage, but he also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified, a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth. At the age of 26, he started Free the Soul. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research human cloning, so that he could create a new species he foretold. I wonder if K is one of those clones. Because he is a clone, as said from his memory backstory. It's possible then that his father was this brother. He invited to assist him a team of scientists from research facilities in the United States. And a year later, the first 10 new humans were born. Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. I still feel like I'm mispronouncing that. Myrmidons. First generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation. Fucking clones! Our DNA comes from Left, Brother's younger brother. That means that we all share a face. And we are all given the same name, Left. Where did Dio come from then? Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race or even individuality, which sounds incredibly boring! With cloning, you don't even need different genders. How would you get more equal than that? Still, there's a little random deviation, and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because Brother noticed the caliber of my skills. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean, and I was considered corrupted. Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. I wanted to prove my loyalty to Brother, so I was determined to be successful on this mission, no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brother's new world. Now that I've fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life, I understand what true happiness is.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he's finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Phi shoved his hands away.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to...
She grabbed the rock he held over her only minutes ago, and lifted it over her head. Phi? What are you...
Shut up! You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
Excuse me? There's a bomb? Bomb?
God damn it! Didn't I tell you to shut up? Now, tell me, what's the password?
She swung the rock down towards Dio's head.
Wait!
problem? Just give it to me. Otherwise...
Fine. No skin off my back. The password for the Zero Bomb is LXAQNSGDQ.
Let me write that down. Password to Zero Bomb. So can we just confirm at this point that Dio is in fact Zero? Considering there's a thing called the Zero Bomb and Phi believes that everything is his fault at this moment? Then again, he had to kill someone to get into the actual game, so it doesn't really seem all that likely. Anyway, I still gotta write down this code, so BRB. Okay, that's written down. Phi tossed the rock off to the side.
You heard that, right, Sigma?
Yes, I did. Huh?
Password. I'm going to try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I manage to until after I make the jump. There's a chance I won't remember anything, so you need to memorize it, just in case.
That's why I wrote it down.
Got it?
I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand that it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated the strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. LXAQNSGDQ. LXAQNSGDQ.
Okay. We're done with you. Let's go.
Go where?
Not sure, but I think he does. Get up.
Phi grabbed Dio's arm and hauled him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here?
Yeah. Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there.
Disaster? What disaster?
Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself.
I looked up. It must have been a clear night because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. And in the middle of that field of stars shone the full moon, a giant red orb, looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big? Yeah, finally got an ending. Oh shit! Credits! I'm stunned! I actually got an ending instead of being blocked off near the end of it. Okay! I suppose I could go on about my thoughts of the game, but it still seems too early. We still got, I feel like we still got a bit to do. There are various timelines to still go through. And there's, you know, the stuff that's still blocked off, I guess. I mean, I have a password to the Zero Bomb, and that's nice, but I haven't even encountered the Zero Bomb. I need to get a username and a password for the Twin-Headed Lion's computer. I need to figure out how we get K and Phi out of that one timeline situation where it's locked. Then again, we know about the PEC room now, which looks very similar to the number 9 thing, so maybe we can do something with that? I'm not sure. That's something I'll probably have to look into. So there's a lot of looking into things I'm going to have to do to see what timelines I need to go to, but I'm thinking that before we end this series, I'm going to go through the other doors at the very beginning that I haven't gone through yet. It's the only thing that makes really any sort of sense. But I guess this is an end of... What am I going to call this? Like the Magenta Door timeline? I guess. I mean, there's still stuff to do in this timeline, though. I just haven't gotten the bits for it. So it's not really the end of this timeline. It's just an ending. Should I call this a finale? And then the rest be bonus episodes? Or should I just keep going as if we didn't get an ending? I mean, we did get an ending. It's the very first ending we actually got. After many attempts. So what are we going to do? And also, we don't know what became of Phi, Dio, and Sigma. Then again, maybe there's an after-credits cutscene, so that's something to look into. Still got credits, huh? I mean, I don't really have much else to say. Oh, it's over. Dio end. Okay, we didn't get the K end. So I'm probably going to have to do something with K. Let's see, is that going to give us... That's not even the first ending? Huh. Well, with that, I think we're going to end this episode here. In the next one, I honestly have no fucking clue. See you guys then!